There was a time when effort meant something, when a man could walk up to a woman with honesty and intention, no games, no gimmicks, and be seen for what he truly was, real. But that time is long gone. Today, Sigma males, the silent strategists of the male hierarchy, no longer approach women like they used to. Not because they're bitter, not because they're afraid, but because they've been watching, and what they've seen has changed everything. So if you're wondering why the most grounded, self-reliant men in society seem absent from the dating world, here's the brutal truth. 1. She punishes honesty, then cries for trust. A Sigma male shares something real, raw, vulnerable, unpolished. Instead of being met with understanding, he's met with sarcasm, silence, or mockery. Not because he was wrong, but because he didn't say it with a flattering filter. And yet later she complains he's too guarded or emotionally unavailable. What she doesn't realize is, he tried. Once. And when his honesty was mishandled, he didn't argue, he withdrew. Sigma males don't beg for understanding. They don't perform for connection. When truth becomes a liability, silence becomes their boundary. That mystery everyone talks about, it's not mystery, it's self-preservation. 2. She mocks masculinity, then expects protection. A 2022 study found over 70% of men feel unsure how to act around women for fear of being labeled toxic, simply for being masculine. Stoicism is mocked. Directness is seen as arrogance. Strength is twisted into dominance. But the moment the car breaks down or danger knocks at the door, suddenly the masculine energy she dismissed becomes the one she seeks. Sigma males aren't loud protectors. They're calm, capable, and grounded. But they no longer offer that strength to those who shame it when it's safe and demand it when it's convenient. They don't audition for respect, especially not part-time. 3. She wants loyalty, but offers none. Over 60% of women in relationships admit to keeping backup options. Cushioning, they call it. To a Sigma male, that's betrayal in slow motion. They don't deal in gray areas. When they commit, it's full. But only when energy is mutual. He watches, not her words, but her patterns. Phone face down. Replies delayed. Stories that don't line up. He doesn't argue. He exits. Quietly. Because Sigma males don't compete for loyalty. They offer all or nothing, and demand the same. 4. She treats effort like desperation. There was a time when effort was admirable. Now, a man who texts first, follows through, and expresses clear interest is labeled too eager or desperate. Sigma males don't chase for sport. They reach out when it matters. Their effort is calm, mature, intentional. But when that effort is misread, they pull back, not from insecurity, but exhaustion. And ironically, it's that silence that suddenly makes them attractive. What was once too available becomes mysterious. What was boring becomes powerful. Not because they changed, but because they stopped playing. 5. She wants to be chased, but never led. She'll give just enough attention to spark interest. But the moment he asserts clarity or direction, it's too much. Sigma males are natural leaders. Not because they dominate, but because they're clear-headed and purposeful. But many modern women resist leadership, not from the wrong man, but from the right one. Because true leadership demands surrender. And control is the last thing she's willing to give up. So the Sigma stops chasing, stops proving, stops engaging. Not because he couldn't win, but because he realized the prize was rigged. 6. She plays the victim, until she's held accountable. She opens up. She's charming, vulnerable, sweet, until the Sigma says something that doesn't flatter her ego, or sets a boundary that doesn't bend. Then suddenly she's the victim, not of her past, but of him. Sigma males don't deal in manipulation. They recognize the shift. They've seen it before. If honesty threatens her comfort, she'll see the Sigma as the enemy. But he won't argue. He won't explain. He'll walk. Because Sigma males don't sacrifice truth just to keep the peace. So why don't Sigma males approach women anymore? Because the rules have changed. Honesty is mocked. Effort looks desperate. And strength is only wanted in crisis. But here's the part most never see. Sigma males didn't retreat because they were defeated. They chose to disengage, with dignity. They're not invisible. They're observing. And when they speak again, it'll be to someone who knows what to do with that silence. Thanks for watching Alpha Man Cave. If this hit home, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who gets it. Because the world doesn't need louder voices. It needs stronger men. And Sigma males? They never stop being strong. They just stop wasting it.